parts are coming in. What can I say? This is my favorite time of the build. All kinds of stuff coming in. It's like Christmas, but only for me. So I got in a lot of cool stuff, I think I want to share with you guys before we put it on the car and just kind of give you an idea how much I spent. So first off, the car rides like shit. There's no other way to put it. So I bought a set of new shocks and struts. I really wanted to put coilovers on this car, but it just wasn't in the budget. And you know, it's important to kind of stay in the budget. If you start going outside of it, you're going to put a lot of money into it, and then before you know it, you're upside down and you can't get it out. So I still want to sell it for a good price, and I wanted to kind of move quickly so that we can get to the next exciting project. So I bought these. These were under 200 bucks, all the bushings, shocks, struts, everything you want. A set of coilovers, the ones that I want, usually about 1,000 bucks. So it just wasn't in the budget this time. Maybe next time. But also, I've got a set of Lloyd mats. Okay, this is from a company called Lloyd's. The way I found out about this company is my brother-in-law ordered some for his Volkswagen. They came from America, and they were awesome, dude. They fit really good. They feel good. This is no exception. Got that cool, iconic Corvette logo on it. And they're really well made. I mean, they're very well stitched and everything. And these were, I think, under 100 bucks. So, really good company. I highly recommend them. They don't sponsor me to say they're in or anything, but I really do like the company. So, I continue to use them. Good prices, good quality. Goes hand in hand. Now these, my kids both had, my two older kids both had a C4 Corvette for their first car, and they had these covers in them. I noticed mine did not. So you can see where people have kind of gotten in and out, and even though it's a car in really good condition, it was still had some wear spots. So I thought I'll just buy these, put them over there, it'll give it a nice clean look, and kind of freshen up that appeal when you open up the door. Speaking of the doors, I also bought these. These are the door seals. Now on mine, it looks like one is the original one and it's all cracked and busted, and then the other one looks like it's been replaced, but they did a crappy job of changing it. So I thought I'd just order a whole new set. The set came in. These were, I think, fairly expensive, but still well worth it. These were $73.94. So not a ton of money, but you know, it's one of those things where you look and it's the first thing you see when you're looking at the car. So I try to take away more things that they can beat me up on when they go to sell it. So there's those. Now also, along with the windows, I knew that I'm going to be taking the door panels off, so I bought all new clips for the door panels. And then I also bought, these are things some people don't think about sometimes. These are the window guides, the felt window guides that hold the window in position when it's going up and down. They wear out, the metal starts scratching the window, and then before you know it, your window's all scratched up. So mine are in pretty good condition, but again, while you're in there, you might as well change these little things. Just make it last a bit longer. Grease up all the stuff in there so that it's moving up and down, because these are the things that, you know, people don't take it back to the dealer to have done. Two things for that, and that takes care of kind of our doors. The main issue of the car, the reason that I got the car so cheap, was because of the throwout bearing. So the throwout bearing, again, super cheap part, 30 bucks. Have to disassemble half the car. They wanted $500 to change it. And that's the cheapest that I could find, and that was in another state. So I think that was super reasonable. But at the last minute, I have a friend saved me and is, I think, going to let me use his lift at his house. He's got a big shop. So I think we will change it ourselves, and we'll save us about 500 bucks. And I have an idea where we're going to put that 500. Let's give us a... So while you're in there, again, these are things that you should do just when you're taking the transmission out of your car. Change the rear main seal. This is a cheap $10 part that, you know, if you don't change and it starts leaking, it will just destroy your clutch eventually, and it leaks all over your driveway. It's like the dumbest thing not to change when you're that far into it. Spend the extra 10 bucks and go get one of these. The other thing that I'll change, which is this is called the pilot bearing. This goes in the back of the crankshaft, and when the manual transmission mounts up to it, the input shaft rides in this. So this is another important bearing, and it can destroy your transmission if you're not careful. So you might as well get this and change it out. Why not? It's, you know, only, I think this was 20 bucks or something like that. So just a few little things that I'm not sure we're done when again, I don't have any, you know, records. I have the record where they changed the clutch, but it doesn't tell me what they changed necessarily. So might as well change it since I don't know the history and, you know, make it good again. I violated every rule when I went to go drive this car. I went at nighttime. I was in a hurry. It was raining. You know, these are the no-nos when you're going to look at cars. You want it daylight. You want to be able to see everything. I didn't. I went there. I noticed a few things that were wrong with the car. The very first thing I noticed when I went to take it for a test drive was how terrible these sealed beam headlights are. I think we have totally forgot, because we're so used to these modern cars now, that you know, the sealed beams are just a terrible, terrible light. So I looked at a couple options to upgrade them, and I found the best thing that I found was these direct replacement LED lights. Now, I really like these. I've tried a few different ones when I was in Finland with some JDM cars, and these are an easy way to change, and I kind of like this sexy look. It kind of has a blacked out look. These are LEDs. These should be 10 times better than the sealed beam. So we'll put these to the test, and I'm hoping this is really going to give us a nice look when we have the headlights on. Aside from that, the only other thing that I really wanted to do was, I don't like driving necessarily with the headlights on all the time. I like to have that fog light on and parking light kind of look, but sometimes the fog lights don't really illuminate the road that well. So I bought these LED ones. So we'll put these in the fog light positions and see, does it give us some extra juice when we're out rolling around at dusk, and I'm hoping that I don't have to turn the lights on, and then when I do, bam, you see those big LEDs in there. I don't know. Only one way to find out. I think we have to get to work. Let's do it.